We are here with Christopher Allen Rowe.
Don't forget it. I don't know when a kind of theatrical performing need or drive happened in me, but I remember when I was a kid, my sister and I, we played together a lot, and we had these two neighbors that lived next door to us, and there were these two girls, so I hung out with a bunch of girls, and we were in the basement of my house, and I was trying to set up a curtain. We had this big doorway, and I was trying to tack or hammer or nail a curtain above so we could create a stage, and I fell off the stool and broke my arm.
Right.
And my mom has always called me accident prone, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why.
All right, Chris Rowe. For your top five, you drew your top five favorite moments as an audience member.
Yes. So we graduated on a Sunday, and the following Monday, I flew into New York, and I dropped my bags. I just had bags with me, and I dropped my suitcase off at Greg Foro's apartment at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and about 2 hours later, we got on the train and we went to the first rehearsal.
Were you? All right, hit us.
When I saw August Osage County in Chicago at Steppenwolf right before it closed. But my old dentist, who went to high school with my father, always tells me that my dad was in some senior year of high school, was in some musical production. And I've seen pictures of my dad from high school. He was the dorkiest looking guy. And I can't imagine him in this like high school musical. But then again, I look at myself in high school, and I was a pretty dorky looking guy too. So two
Next one
would be, I've talked about it in the podcast, but would be seeing Greta in Fair and Tender Ladies, like watching that woman just work it on stage and sitting in that audience and knowing this is where I was about to spend 2 years of my life. That was pretty cool. My first big break was the spring musical that year, where we did a production of The Wizard of Oz / The Wiz, and I played the Yellow Brick Road. Right when I was graduating from college, I saw a production of Assassins at Studio 54. Roundabout was doing it, and Neil Patrick Harris was playing, what's his name? The main guy, the narrator. The Baldier. Oh God, I'm not a musical theater person.
So not a whole lot of classical.
No, everything was pretty.
Did you have theater history classes?
We did.
Did I just put you on the spot? Did you not show up for them?
Never. Never. Also, then I moved on to two different movies, and the first was when I watched the movie Dancer in the Dark with Bjork.
Yeah. Heavy.
Really heavy. I don't think I've ever had an experience of watching theater or a movie where I've sobbed so much. The last show I did as part of this the school season, other than this Shakespeare show, we did A Flea in Her Ear. Feydeau's A Flea in Her Ear.
Yeah.
And that introduced me to the world of farce.
Sure.
French farce, to be exact. And I mean, that was one of the best times I've ever had was doing that show. I wish I could do it again and again and again.
Right.
So I'm thinking about two other ones, but then the last one would be, I remember when we saw No Country for Old Men. We were in Montgomery. I saw it with Greg, and I can't remember who else was there. But that was such a thrill ride.
Right.
I mean, the characters and the acting in that show were just phenomenal. But the Cullen brothers, they just know how to. Well, that's McCormick based on his book, right? But they just know how to craft a story, and so that I felt, when the critics, you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. It literally was.
Yeah.
That was my heart pounded.
Nice.
So that was cool to experience.
Good list. Feel good?
I feel really good about it.
Excellent.
That's what she said. Show me what you want, baby, baby, pretty baby.